So the plan for this project is I'm taking a shattered mirror and I am putting it back together, accentuating and appreciating the flaws. I can't wait to do it! So I waited months for my mirror to arrive from my bedroom, and when it arrived, it came completely shattered. I was so frustrated, but if I were going to get a new one, it would take more months. So instead of going months and months and months without a mirror, I decided that I'm going to upcycle this one while the other one is shipping, and I'm gonna make use out of it rather than just putting this whole thing in the landfill. Because I have all the shattered mirror pieces, although I'm missing quite a few big chunks. And then it's also this really gorgeous frame, but I can't make it a table. It's a weird base, and I was trying to think of the best way to upcycle this project. So let's see how it goes. Kintsugi is a really beautiful practice of taking broken pottery, like a broken plate or a bowl, and instead of throwing it out, you weld it back together and you use gold leaf to accentuate the cracks. And it makes it look gorgeous. It highlights the flaws and it makes it even more beautiful than when it started. It's a really good metaphor for, life itself. Sometimes bad things that happen to you in life, you can find a silver lining in them. I know that I can. So I'm very excited because traditional kintsugi is done with pottery. I am going to be doing something a little different because I have giant cracks missing. I don't know where the glass shards are. So I need something to cover that up. And also this mirror is for my bedroom, which is my green themed room, and it's themed as my relaxing forest space. So to make it fit the theme even more, I'm gonna be doing kintsugi with real moss. I have all these shades sort of like blend, and it's real moss too. I have my trusty hot glue gun, a bunch of glue sticks, and I'm gonna be using epoxy to secure the glass shards together onto the frame. And I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. It's my first time ever working with moss. So let's get into it. I thought that this went here, but now I see. Nope. Oh my gosh, that's a perfect fit. Here are my 4 shades of moss that I have. I purchased preserved moss, so it's real, and apparently it holds up really well to being indoors, and it won't be an issue and it'll last pretty long. I'm gonna melt these guys and then sprinkle it on top is my thinking for right now. Oh, heck yes. What? I don't remember buying this much. I'm shocked that I bought this much. I feel like that was a mistake. Okay, outfit change because I waited for this delivery to arrive. I have my epoxy because I wanted to use something that was really sturdy to put the mirror back together. When you do epoxy, you should be doing it with some proper ventilation. Would be nice if I were outside, but I have a giant broken mirror, so I'm just gonna open up all my windows. It's a mixing tray. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh my. No. Dang it. What the heck? Okay, I think this is how I'm gonna have it. Epoxy is like permanent. It will not come off. And right now I'm just mixing the 2 parts and it's creating a chemical process that will make this bond really, really tight. So here I'm using the epoxy, and this will create a really strong hold so the mirror will have no issue and will definitely not fall off of the backing. Oh shoot, should I be wearing gloves? Now I realized a little bit into it that I should be wearing gloves. And while I did have proper ventilation and all of the doors and windows were open, I forgot the gloves, so went and I found one. There's only a certain amount of time that you have till the epoxy cures and it won't work anymore and it's hardened, so you have to work quickly. That was very stressful. You only have 20 seconds to mix it and 5 minutes for it to set, and I had to get gloves in the middle of it. I'm gonna let it cure. Now I start to actually try out my moss project, and my god, I thought this would be so much simpler than it was. This is my first attempt. It was looking like doo-doo. And so I undid everything. I was like, this is not working. Why can't I make this look nice? I gave it a try again, and it still looked bad. And this was so frustrating. Why wasn't it just the easiest thing in the world? Why couldn't I just plop down these little green bits and be done with it? But I am not liking how it doesn't look organic and like real moss. And I think that's my fault of not placing them how moss would naturally go with the colors. And I don't really know anything about moss. So I'm going to do some research now, try and look at what moss really looks like. I left that mirror on the floor of my dining room for an entire week because I could not get this to look good. I felt so defeated, and it was just really in the way. And then eventually one of my really creative, amazing, artistic friends, she came over to my house to hang out, and she ended up just brainstorming with me all day and night, and we worked on this together and thought of the most beautiful, organic way to create this. And I owe all the credit to my friends. Having creative friends help encourage you when you are having a creative blockage is invaluable. I'm so lucky. I don't think I could have gotten through this project without her. So we found the best technique was to make the moss stick up from the mirror rather than lay flat on the mirror. And you can see my comparison. This one at the bottom, we are putting the roots up from the glass and they're kind of facing upwards to the sky. We are hot gluing down the base of the moss piece and then fluffing them up so they're pointing upwards, versus the pieces that are on the right that haven't been glued down yet are just really flat and lacking dimension. Then we lean up the mirror and we can get a better sense of how this thing is looking, and we find the holes that we want to add more moss onto. And this was such a great little technique. I took the hot glue gun and I drew little shapes showing, and I put down globs where I know I want to fill in. That really helped me get a better sense of the shape of the whole piece. It is a new day and progress has been made. I'm going to show you what it looks like now and what I just mocked up. So it's going to look like this once I do the second round. Here she is. This is what she looks like. And so the whole inside part is done. That's not going to change. What is going to change is all of the edges. Going to make the moss be like overgrowing. So here's what you just saw. Boom. That's what I hope it's going to look like. Boom. Boom. Now, the only scary part is running low on supplies. So let's see what I can do. Also, I wanted to mention that this stuff, my goodness, it's like really well on there. It's like I don't have to worry about it. And last night I vacuumed the whole thing to get all of the dust, the little bits out, and I need to vacuum it again, but you can see there used to be stuff everywhere. And so this held on through a vacuum, so it's gonna be no problem. So now that we're doing the sides, I actually feel even more confident about it being secure because the hot glue is gonna adhere really well to the fabric. Say I would attach this, for example. Start there. I'm going to get a good amount on. So there's the first chunk. I am making a mess, but I am making progress. Cute. I have this. Oh my gosh, that. And this. Oh, maybe I filled this out a little bit, depending on how much leftover I can get. We'll see. Here's what it looks like. I feel like it's very full here. I want to add some parts up here. But can I make it? I don't know. God, she's so cute. Here I'm doing another little trick where I'm just using my finger on the fabric to mark out this extra shape that I'm going to add onto the mirror. And now I have a perfect template of where I want to place the moss. Now, because I'm running out of moss, I had to steal some from other parts to get this done. I was really running low on the dark green. So it's just borrowing some pieces from other places and making it work. With creative projects, sometimes you just need to learn when to stop. Like, there might never be a finishing point, so you just have to decide, this is it, to stop working on it. And I think I reached that point. It's hard to come to terms with because I do have a little more material left and I could do more, but I think I've done enough and I have to be okay with that. There are all these little bits everywhere, so let's vacuum the moss. This is my relaxing forest-themed bedroom, and the mirror goes perfectly in here. I've completed the DIY after taking a week off. I'm really happy with the final look of it. I was able to turn trash into treasure, and it's like a really cool art piece in my bedroom. It's not the most functional mirror because of all the giant cracks, but it works. So if you ever have any broken items, broken mirrors, pottery, you just learned a new technique you can use to upcycle it. Thank you so much for watching. If you would please subscribe so I can continue to do more DIYs. I want to make more long form videos and I have more coming that are on the way already because I love doing projects like this. And let me know if you have any other DIY ideas that you would want me to make videos on.